What I want to do, take time to thank you. From the UK is my main man, Stu. Stu is the man. He thinks fast, and he's got the #1 UK podcast. So let's go, y'all. Let's go, y'all. Let's go, y'all. And let's have a ball. Because what I want to do, yes, thank you. Yes, #1 is my main man, Stu.
You're listening to Stu's Wrestling Podcast. It's time. Your host, Stu Palmer.
Mind if I tag along? Could you just take some time on me? I don't want to cause alarm, but I can't remember how to feel. Would you take me back? Would you take me home? I need a human touch, it's not my own.
A warm welcome to episode 104 of Stu's Wrestling Podcast, and we are back in the UK today to meet a good friend, a friend of the show, a personal friend, Kyle Rogers of Kyle Wrestling, which is his YouTube channel. I've never met a guy so passionate about UK wrestling as well. This guy, he knows so much. His knowledge is fantastic. A real resilient young man too is Kyle, and it was an honour to get him on. He's been to some Progress shows. Obviously, they've started up quite recently. Lee McIntyre and Martin Best are now in charge there, and he's got some great stories. He's met some great people. Ogogo, Session Moth Martina. He's had messages off Will Ospreay. He had a personal visit from his favourite as well, Paul Robinson, with Powered 4 TV's John Scott as well. They visited him this past week. It was amazing. It was amazing to see. So yeah, my guest for episode 104 of Stu's Wrestling Podcast is, all the way from Swindon in England, Mr. Kyle Rogers of Kyle Wrestling. Enjoy. My guest, all the way from Swindon in England, it is the host of Kyle Wrestling and huge pro wrestling fan. And actually, I think you're one of the most passionate UK wrestling fans out there, Kyle. How are you, mate? How are things?
I'm really good, thank you, mate. Yeah, lot of things to talk about today. Some big things have happened and some big things are going to happen soon. So, yeah.
How was your visit yesterday from one of your favourite wrestlers and John Scott from Powered 4? I've got to ask you that first, mate.
Oh, mate, what a day yesterday was. So, if you don't know who my favourite wrestler is, it's Paul Robinson. Has been for years. And he came out to visit me yesterday. What a day it was. Got some photos taken with him and just had a good day with him. One funny thing is, Stu, is he actually made a cup of tea for himself in my own flat.
He made himself at home then?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Oh, that's awesome, man. What is it about Paul Robinson? Why is he your favourite, mate? What makes him your favourite?
So when I don't know how old I was, it was quite a few years back. It was the first time I ever watched Progress. And he was the first person I saw on the TV on Progress. And it kind of stuck with me, the way he is when he's in action and stuff. You know, he's a big heel. He swears at the fans in Progress. And he's just like, you know, he's got that angry side to him. And he's always, it's kind of like, I don't know, it's just always stuck with me since then. And one of the big memories was one of the first times I showed my dad Progress and Paul Robinson was on him. And he was like, who the hell is this, you know? And it's kind of just stuck with me. Me and my dad both love Paul Robinson, you know, and I have a lot of time for the guy.
I bet it was awesome yesterday, man.
It was so good. It was so good,
yeah,
mate.
Meeting your idol, mate. I was the same with Bret Hart back in 2013 at WrestleCon. I couldn't muster a percentage, but your idol came to your house. So
I know.
You've
I
trumped
believe
me.
It.
You've trumped me there, mate. You've done me there, mate. Fair play. How was it seeing John as well from Powered 4?
Oh, it was brilliant seeing John as well. You know, I think it was our 4th or 5th time seeing each other in the last few months. Because the first time we met was at the O2 Arena, actually, and then I think it was the show I was working on in London a few months ago. We saw each other then, and then Progress, and then yesterday. So
you've seen a lot of each other, haven't you? Really, in a short space of time.
Yeah.
Considering we were locked down and everything, I know we've all been in contact and that, but getting to see everyone in person, it's so much better, isn't it, mate?
It is so much better, mate. Honestly, you know, it was so good seeing him yesterday. I got a load of autographs from wrestlers. They went to the show the night before, and you know, Maverick Mayhew was one of them. And I don't know if you know Maverick Mayhew, mate.
I'm not too familiar actually. So you're gonna have to give me some background.
So the first time I saw him, not live, I've never actually seen him wrestle live, I don't think. But the first time I had heard of him was when he was teaming with Connor Mills, and they were actually called Eminem, Mills and Mayhew, and yeah, I think he debuted in Progress for the first time actually at SSE Wembley.
Wow. What an iconic place to debut.
That match was in the Tag Team Thunderbastard match, I think. And yeah, since then I've been following him and stuff, and he's only in his 20s or so, and he's really young, and it feels like he's been in wrestling forever, you know.
He's slotted in perfectly, so young then.
Yeah, definitely.
How was Progress more recently? I know you've been to Progress.
Oh yeah.
Since Lee and Martin have taken over Progress. So yeah, how was it? How was the experience? Who did you see? Who were you communicating with when you went down there, mate?
So I got there really early actually. I think I got there about 10 or 11 o'clock for the queue. And I remember one of the first people I saw was Jay Apter, good guy, love Jay.
Absolutely, Jay's ace, mate.
He really is. And then Mike Angus as well, met him for the first time after 2 years of talking online, you know. That was brilliant to see Mike for the first time.
We love Mike, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
What's
Such a good ring announcer.
And an all-round good guy, mate.
Yeah, he really is. All-round good guy,
Got time for everybody, that lad.
He really has. He really has, mate.
He deserves all these bookings he's getting now, I tell you. He's worked so hard.
Definitely. He really has. He really has. And so we saw Mike Angus, Jay Apter, and then Lee came out, and I met him for the first time. We had been communicating online for a little bit, for a week or so before the show, and he came out, and that was just amazing to finally meet him, you know, because he's one of the greatest guys out there, you know. He has time for everyone, and just such a all-round nice guy. And so Lee McIntyre came out, and then Martin Best. He's a good guy as well. Didn't talk to him as much, you know, but seems like a really nice guy. Met with a load of fans that I've been talking to since lockdown. You know, it was nice to socialise with everyone. And then we got in the venue. Must have been about 3 o'clock, I would say, because doors were late to open. First show back, you know. Lee said there was a few technical errors and stuff. We got into the venue. Funny enough, Kid Lycos recognised me out of nowhere.
Oh, amazing.
Never spoken to Kid Lycos, and he was talking to me for a good few minutes, which was quite cool, you know.
I'm jealous, mate. You've met everybody and I haven't.
Well, I mean, Kid Lycos was one of the guys when I first got into Progress, when he was part of CCK. With Chris Brooks.
Absolutely great tag team.
One of the greatest tag teams in British wrestling.
Super.
Apart from Swords of Essex.
Yeah.
Ospreay and Paul Robinson.
I know they're your favourites.
The biggest tag team out there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
CCK aren't far behind though, are they?
They're not, no. They've had some great matches together. Same with Aussie Open, you know. Those three are the best independent tag teams that there were. Definitely. And then Big Wavy Roy Johnson came out, because I'm quite close with him. So he came out, and Jess Hastings from Powered for TV got a picture of us. We were talking for quite a while. That was really good to finally see him again, because I've seen him 3 times live.
Right, okay.
First time was in Essex, I think. Yeah, the first time I ever went away for wrestling on my own, which was Essex. That was for NXT UK Brentwood. That was really good. And I saw Roy Johnson for the first time then. Never met him, obviously, because it's taping. You don't really meet the wrestlers.
Of course, yeah.
But then it must have been about a year later. When was it? I think it was February or March of 2020, just before lockdown. There's a local there was a local promotion in Swindon called 4FW. And Roy Johnson came out. Roy Johnson came out then, and I actually met him for the first time, and got a t-shirt off him and stuff. And then after that, we've been talking, you know, and the last few weeks we've got really close, and he's such a good guy, you know. Another person that has time for all of his fans and stuff, you know.
That's what it's all about, Kyle. You know,
It really is, mate.
We pay the bills as well, but it's nice that they're down to earth with you.
It really is, yeah, definitely.
How was the show itself, Kyle? What were the standout moments for you at the show?
Oh, the show was one of the best shows I've been to in a few years, that's for sure. So one of the main matches that I really enjoyed was I think I'm trying to think who was on this match. It was not Danny Black, Malik, Warren Banks, Dan Maloney. Who else? Man like DeReese and Roy Johnson, I think. All 5 of those guys were in a match, and Warren Banks actually won for a number 1 contendership match.
Wow, high stakes. High stakes indeed, and that
definitely, mate.
Were you happy he won?
Yeah, I was quite happy about that. Yeah, obviously I was going for Roy Johnson, but
of course he's your boy, isn't he?
Warren Banks is another absolutely standout person to watch for the next few years. You know, he's definitely going to places at the moment.
Absolutely, he's highly touted, isn't he?
He really is. And one of the best matches of that night was it was actually it was a surprise to all of us. It was Harry Singh, which is RJ Singh's brother.
Right. Okay.
And then he came out, and then Progress said that there was a forbidden door that was about to be opened. And then Anthony Ogogo came out.
Amazing.
Which was insane, you know. Everybody popped at that.
I followed him through the Olympics, and then obviously he boxed a lot of pro bouts as well. And obviously then he signed with AEW, didn't he? And how was it seeing him in the flesh live? Mate, it was a surprise as well.
It was such a big surprise, and no one was expecting it. You know, we thought it was just going to be like, you know, someone from the UK. Well, he is from the UK. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Someone who's in the UK, or even who was already on the card. But no, it was actually Anthony Ogogo.
Amazing.
To see someone who I watch on AEW.
I'm jealous. I am jealous again because I rate the guy. I want him to do well because he was a very good boxer. I think he had injury. I think he had injuries and stuff in the end.
I think he had an eye injury.
Yeah, he had a lot of potential. He was good, real good boxer. But he's found wrestling, Kyle.
Definitely, wrestling, which is the best thing ever, you know. Absolutely. And I actually met Anthony Ogogo that night as well.
Stop doing this. Stop doing this to me. Stop doing this to me, Kyle. Another one you've met and I haven't met.
I know. I got an autograph of him and everything.
Amazing.
I think he put Kyle, you're the man or something, which was really cool of him. And Lee managed to capture a photo of us talking, which is a really good photo. And it was just such a good experience to meet him, you know. Fantastic. And that night, actually, I met Session off Martina.
Oh, my days.
That was a really good one.
She's doing so well, isn't she?
I went up to her. She really is. Because I've never met someone from Ring of Honor before, and she's always been on the bucket list.
Absolutely.
Always been on the bucket list to meet her. And to meet her, you know, it was crazy. But that show was absolutely amazing.
I'm going to ask you now, have you been watching anything AEW, WWE? Have you been?
Not much WWE really. I haven't watched much American stuff in a few weeks actually. Just trying to keep up with it all, you know. But I went off WWE a little bit a few months ago, and I watched the Royal Rumble the other week, and that was quite good.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, to be fair. Yeah.
It was Elimination Chamber.
Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
It was okay. It was
okay.
Everyone's opinion's different.
Yeah.
I don't catch Raw and SmackDown like I used to. I watch.
No, I don't.
I watch the highlights that they do on BT. They do like 40 minutes to an hour highlights. But AEW, I'm all in on. How about yourself?
Yeah. Oh, AEW is amazing. Like I said,
who are you enjoying in AEW? Who's standing out?
Adam Cole at the moment.
Yeah.
Adam Cole he's been one of my favourites since NXT, you know, pretty much since he started, and Bullet Club as well, you know, and he's just such a cool guy to watch, and Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly, and then you've got Young Bucks.
It's good having Red Dragon back, isn't it?
It is,
their Ring of Honor tag team name. So yeah, it's
definitely,
they're superb, aren't they?
They are. And CM Punk as well. He's a big standout at the moment. He was one of my favourites growing up. So
who's gonna win at Revolution? MJF or Punk? Is Punk gonna get him level? Are they gonna go to 1-1 or is it gonna be 2-0 to MJF?
I think it's gonna be 1-1 to be honest. I think they're gonna in a way.
Do you not think MJF's gonna scheme and plot and do be underhanded?
I mean, it's hard to tell with AEW at the moment because MJF is a really good talent and he's definitely going to places at the moment with promos, actual wrestling, So it could be 2-0 or it could be 1-1. I just don't know at this point,
It's going to be very, very interesting. And, that feud now, if you think that started in November.
Yeah, and it's still going.
At the Thanksgiving episode of Dynamite. So
yeah,
I didn't want them to lay hands on one another. I wanted, before that first match on Dynamite, but then they did it and it was like, no, let it build, lay the hands on one another in the match. But I'm an old school kind of guy, like the way WWF used to book, WWE used to book. The big build. The guys didn't touch one another until they got in there for the match. But yeah, I thought they were going to just do the pay-per-view, but obviously there was such a long time, and Dynamite moved from TNT to TBS. They needed ratings, didn't they? So that's why they put the match on early. But yeah, well, who else in Dynamite? Well, in AEW, should I say, not Dynamite. AEW specifically.
Who else? John Moxley, that's another one.
It's good to have him back, isn't it, Kyle?
Who else? There's so many. It really is. Hikaru Shida. You don't really see much of her at the moment.
No, mate, and it's a shame because I know you've seen her, haven't you?
Yeah, I've actually met her live. Yeah. That was such a cool experience. Didn't really know who she was at the time. She was still building up, but she was a really good talent at the time.
Yeah.
And actually meeting her was quite cool.
How about Britt Baker, Kyle?
Oh, Britt Baker's amazing. Yeah,
fantastic.
I like Britt Baker.
She got all her awards, didn't she? Pro Wrestling Illustrated.
She did, yeah.
Inside the ropes. She's gone from strength to strength, hasn't she?
She really has. Yeah.
For her, it was finding that heel character, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And making it her own. As much as she's good in the ring, I'm a big fan of Britt Baker, like yourself.
Definitely, yeah. She's really cool. Really cool.
Anybody else?
Oh, Keith Lee, he's back. Well, he's in AEW now. That's quite cool.
Fingers crossed they book him correctly.
Yeah.
Because I just don't understand WWE letting someone go.
No.
You repackage him, which they didn't need to do. The Bearcat Keith Lee and all that. I didn't understand that.
No.
I think Vince got his mucky paws on him.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you think he'll get to world title level, Keith Lee in AEW?
Fingers crossed, yeah. Keith Lee definitely deserves it.
Or will he get the TNT title?
Well, I would like to see him with the world title, actually. I think that's one wrestler I would really like to see, If they book him correctly, then I think that would definitely work.
I obviously like Wardlow.
Yeah.
That's bubbling away nicely now, isn't it? He's going to end up.
Yeah,
he's going to become the big face in the company, isn't he? The big guys hopefully going to get showcased a little bit better now, aren't they? Wardlow.
Yeah, definitely.
You can tell with Wardlow, we've got Keith Lee. Brian Cage has supposedly signed on again, hasn't he? Because they didn't use him.
Yeah.
How about Lance Archer? What do you think of Lance Archer with Jake?
Lance Archer. I'm trying to think who that is for a second.
The big guy, the Murder Hawk.
Oh,
just fought Adam Page for the title in the Texas Death Match.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's cool. I like him. Quite a big guy and quite intimidating as well.
I'm sure these guys will get showcased better. It's
definitely
you need some of the bigger guys in the hunt for the title. So we look forward to that. Now you have seen Jushin Thunderliga. He's in the WWE Hall of Fame. Another time where I'm jealous. I'm absolutely jealous. Never got to see him live. He's since retired. So how was it? Seeing the legend, the Japanese wrestling legend, Jushin Thunderliga?
I mean, it was a very long time ago. I don't even know how many years ago. It was about 7 or so years ago, I'd say.
Yeah.
But what I remember, it was really cool. Everybody popped, you know, and it was a really good match. I can't remember who he actually faced. It might have been someone at Swindon, you know, one of the wrestlers from Swindon. But I don't actually remember. But yeah, that was a good match. One match I do remember, however, is Kenny Omega came to Swindon. Actually,
Wow,
that was insane.
That's cool, man. Your hometown, and they're all descending on your hometown, man.
I know, definitely. I think he faced Mark Haskins in that match. Not too sure.
I know you're a big fan of Huskins as well. I've had Huskins on the pod, haven't I?
Yeah, you have. Yeah, Haskins is so cool. You know, one of the best wrestlers out there as well. Independent.
What do you like about Haskins? What draws you to Haskins?
It's like the way his character is. Again, it's about the character. Like, he can just switch like that, you know, and it's what if he's a face or heel, he plays it really well. And he's really technical and hard hitting.
He is amazing.
Yeah, he really is, you know, and it's just one of those guys that you just have to love because of how well they do everything.
Absolutely. You know, if you can do heel and face, that's a craft in itself, isn't it?
It really is.
The persona, if you can do both, then you know, I'd tip my hat. I know a lot of guys in wrestling say it's easier to be a heel. So if you can get over as a face, you know, it's not easy to do, is it, Kyle?
No, definitely not. No.
What about? Sorry, carry on. You carry on.
I was saying you do see some faces that mess up a little bit. You know, if they've been a heel and then they go to face, you see it sometimes. They're not very good as a face, and then straight away they go back to heel.
Yeah. What would be a Kyle Rogers dream match? I've got to ask you that.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's putting you on the spot right there. That is, young man. But
that has put me on the spot. Yeah.
I know. Whatever comes to mind. Whatever comes to mind.
Paul Robinson were talking about this yesterday. Actually, he was meant to face Nick Gage in America one time in a death match. Paul Robinson versus Nick Gage, and that's something I would like to see. You know, or Paul Robinson versus Clint Margera or something like that. You know, going back into death matches.
You want some violence, don't you?
Yeah.
You want a bit of violence with your wrestling. And,
I think those matches will be really good.
Going back to Nick Gage, I had a newfound respect for him when I watched Dark Side of the Ring.
Yeah.
Because deathmatch wrestling is not really my thing, but I appreciate you guys that love it and all that. I'm not knocking it, but it's just not my personal preference. But I had a newfound respect for Nick Gage. You know, he nearly died. He nearly died at a show in America. Yeah. You know, he's had his demons.
Definitely.
He's been in prison and stuff, and he's come out the other end. I know, you know, he lost family, didn't he? But after watching that, I had the newfound respect for Nick Gage. To be fair, I respect the guy. And it was cool seeing him on AEW against Jericho, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
When MJF had the stage matches with the different guys for Jericho before he fought MJF.
Yeah, no, that was really good. Yeah, but those are the matches I would like to see at some point. One day, hopefully.
That's cool, man. Hey, it could happen. It
could. You never know.
So many shows now, so many companies, and everyone's, everyone's back. Loads. Everyone's back at full throttle now, aren't they, in the wrestling business?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
absolutely. Right. I'm going to ask you something. Now, I know you like gaming, computer gaming, and stuff like that. What's your favorite wrestling game of all time? We'll come off the topic. We'll go into computer gaming with the wrestling. Because I know you're an avid computer gamer. You're a gamer.
I think it was Raw versus SmackDown 2011. That was one of my favourite ones.
Cool, man.
But a few weeks ago, I actually bought a game for the PS2. It's an old retro wrestling game. It's got like Hulk Hogan. I can't remember what it's called. It's like Legends of Wrestling.
It is Legends of Wrestling. Yeah. I remember it coming out.
The
yeah. They released a couple of them as well.
Yeah.
They did two games. Yeah. I never played it, mate. Never played it, you know.
Yeah.
How was it?
No, it's quite fun, actually, you know. Just playing some retro wrestling. Yeah, it was good. Good, yeah. Am I still there?
You are still here, mate. Carry on.
Oh, good.
You're still good. You're coming in, dude. You're coming in.
Good. Yeah. So it's got like Hulk Hogan on it. Ultimate Warrior. No, not Road. You know, the ones with the red
Road Warriors
on their shoulder.
Legion of
that's the
Doom,
one.
Legion of Doom,
Legion
and Orc. Get my words on, I'm getting tongue-tied there.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. They're
One of my
so many
favourite
others.
tag teams, Kyle. The Road Warriors, Legion of Doom.
Yeah.
They were ahead of their time, absolutely. So,
Yeah, they're so cool.
That's cool, man. So what about 2K22? That's coming out soon, isn't it?
Yeah, next week I believe.
Are you gonna get it?
Yeah, I think that's going to be.
I know there was a lot of problems with the game before. They had a lot of issues, didn't they, with it?
Oh, 2K 2020 was terrible. That was one that wasn't very good.
It was bugged, wasn't it? There was a lot of bugs on the game.
It was, yeah. There was one time I was playing it, and I think it might have been Brock Lesnar or something. He just started floating up to the top of the ceiling from the ring.
Oh my days!
Dude, he's just floating.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that was weird.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I think I might get 2K22, but not sure yet because not a lot has really been announced. Not that's intriguing me to it, So I might just wait till it's out, see what it looks like, and then
see how you get on, mate. Isn't it? Give it a try and see.
Definitely, yeah, most definitely, mate.
Absolutely. Have you got any shows coming up? Are you going to any shows? Back to you attending shows? Anything on the pipeline? Anything you'd like to go to?
Well, there's a few I'd like to go to. There's obviously Progress's 20th anniversary show at the Garage, London. So that's on the 25th of March, I think. But I'm thinking about going to London for a week because on the Sunday before that, there's the Dodge, Dick, Duck, Dive Progress show at the Electric Ballroom.
Absolutely.
And then on the Tuesday, there's I think it's an all women's match live at the Dome. And then on the Wednesday, you've got Roy Johnson's show at the Dome. And then the Friday's the 20th anniversary show. So thinking about doing the whole lot. Mate, I'm not sure yet.
I think you've got to do them all, mate. Because you'll enjoy every single show there. Absolutely,
yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. Where can the viewers and the listeners find you, Kyle?
So on YouTube, Kyle Wrestling. Instagram is Kyle Rogers 9977. And I think Twitter's Gallus Kyle or something like that.
It is. I know it. Yeah, it is. You are Gallus Kyle on Twitter, mate.
Yeah. Perfect. So yeah, that's where everybody can find me.
Perfect. Thank you for that, mate. My guest,
no worries, mate.
Swindon in England. He is a huge pro wrestling fan. The UK scene, you know it inside out and backwards. Your knowledge is fantastic. It is Kyle of Kyle Wrestling. And you'll have to come back on again because I know.
Oh, definitely, mate.
The shows are coming thick and fast now, and I'd love to have you back on. And you stay safe. You remember that. Thank you for coming on.
No worries. Thank you.
A big thank you to Chris Dutton for editing. As always, we are back. It's 2022 after a little break, nearly 2 months off. It's nice to be back. Thank you, Chris, for everything as always. And for the introduction, Mike, Mad Dog Angus, as always. Again, thank you very much, sir. And to Evade Escape, as you can hear in the background there, and from the intro, for Get Up and Move, their latest single. Thanks, guys, for allowing us to use the music. And we will see you later in the month for Stu's Wrestling Podcast.